What's up? We got Supergirl Season 2, Episode 13, Mr. and Mrs. Mxyzptlk. So this episode starts off with where the last episode left off, where Mxyzptlk, or as I like to call him, Mixie, showed up, and he's like, "Cars were out, I love you," but she's like, and he's like, "Flowers, set the mood, you gotta set the mood here," and she's like, for one, who are you and what are you doing here? He's like, "Carzarel, I love you." And she's like, yeah, no, me and Mino love each other. But he's like, yeah, this guy, and basically, and Mino tries to deal with him, but he transfers Mino naked, shirtless, just without his pants, to the DL. And Sean's like, Mino, and she's like, "What did you do to him?" And he's like, "I just sent him to the DEO." And he's like, "I love you, Carzarel." He's like, "How do you know her name?" And he's like, "I basically watched you through the planets." That's not creepy at all. Mixie, this version of Mixie is basically a creeper. Watching her. That makes you a creeper, huh? That makes you a creeper, doesn't it? It does not make someone a creeper if they're watching, so yeah, so anyway, after that, so it's Valentine's Day this episode, which is weird, and Car's like, "Hey, I'm trying to find out." I said, "You can't." He kind of loves Magana, and tries to send Magana Valentine's Day. But do you know who's not having a good Valentine's Day? Maggie and Alex. Because Maggie doesn't like Valentine's Day. And to keep girlfriend happy, Alex has to say, "Oh, she doesn't like Valentine's Day either." So, and then Alex is like, "Maggie doesn't like Valentine's Day." So Alex is like, so Car's like, "Hey, why don't you just try to talk to her and change her mind and make her, love it." So she does that, but Maggie's like, "Alex, I already told you, I don't like Valentine's Day." She's like, "I don't know why." Because in Maggie's past, she liked this girl, but then the girl gave her card to her parents, and when her dad found out, he basically sent her away to live with her mom for a year or 2 years, basically, and that's how she was outed. Yeah. So yeah, but there's the really weird part of the episode where Carter's like, "Hey, Maggie, Alex likes Valentine's Day, and you like Alex, so why don't you just put aside your hate for Valentine's Day and like Valentine's Day for Alex?" So Maggie's like, It took Kara to change her mind, not her girlfriend. Kara. Huh? Okay, that doesn't make any sense. It was Maggie and Alex's problem, but Kara just has to say, "Ooh, you should change your mind just for Alex," and she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna do that." Why? Kara. I don't get it. She changes her mind just because Kara approached her and told her to do it for Alex. So, yeah, but anyway, back with the whole Mixie storyline. Mixie shows up. Kara's fighting a bunch of bad guys, and they try to shoot her with bullets, but she's like, "Guys, she's bulletproof." I'm surprised no one has figured that out yet. They try to shoot, so then then Mixie shows up, and he almost kills these thugs because he saw it in some movie. Mixie, what you see in a movie aren't real. So Kara gets frustrated, saying, "Mixie almost shot people." So, yeah. And there's the storyline of Mino knowing Mixie because of the Daxamites and the fifth dimension stuff. Daxamites and the fifth dimension stuff. So obviously, sorry, you can't see my face, but obviously they decide to, so he decides so basically so Mixie's next plan is to cause Parasite to show up, and she's like, Parasite? I thought he was dead. Yeah, but it was all tricked by Mxyzptlk to show up as Superman, or as I like to call him, Mixie Man, and he defeats, and yeah, so he's like, hey Kara, look, this guy's just doing this. He thinks he can pretend to be a superhero just to impress you. And she's like, hold up, Mono, please go. I can handle this. But what does Mono do? He basically doesn't allow Kara to handle this, and is basically like, come on, Mixie, let's put him up. So Mixie's like, okay, let's go Hamilton style, and I want to say Hamilton style, and fight. But then, but Mono loses, and then as he's about to kill him, Kara's like, hey Mixie, I'll do it, I'll marry you, and he's like, what? And then he's just like, okay, let's just deal with this annoying guy. And we think Miles dead, but then he just shows up, and Kara's like, hey, I told you I handle it. And he's like, you're jealous. And he's like, no, I'm not jealous. And she's like, yeah, you are. And he's like, I'm marrying Mixie, no matter what. So then Kara just flies Mixie to the Fortress of Solitude. So she'll say, Mixie, I'm not marrying you. And he's like, wait, what? And she's like, I only said that to get you to fly here so I could send you back to the 5th dimension. And he's like, oh, Jor-El. Jor-El's not gonna like that. And has a CGI Jor-El fight CGI Ice Cold version of Jor-El fight Kara. But Kara's able to beat him, and she's like, sorry, Uncle Jor-El, and poof, beats him. So then she almost tries to blow up the fortress just to get Mixie to go away. He's like, Kara, I'll do anything, just don't try to die. Don't try to kill yourself, Kara. I'll do anything. So she's like, press this button, and he's like, you just want me to spelling the code, which doesn't make any sense. The code to stop the nuclear reaction of blowing up the fortress is Mixie's name. Who put that in? And why? It's just so, I don't know, it's just so not that smart that the name of the, like, to stop the activation code is for Mixie to put in his own name. So Mixie goes back to the 5th dimension. Okay. How does that make any sense whatsoever? The Kryptonian, the fortress, the people who made the fortress knew that put Mixie's name backwards as the disengage code. I don't buy it. I don't buy it at all, because obviously, what did they know that Mixie would come back when they did this, or Kara just put it in? I'm so confused on that. So then Kara and Mono have a moment together, or Mono's like, no, Kara, like, they have a moment together, and that's basically the end of the episode. I really enjoyed it, but there was kind of problems with the episode. One was Kara talking to Maggie, which caused her to rethink her dislike of Valentine's Day just for Alex. Like, it took Kara of all people to do that. It didn't. Alex couldn't do it, so they're like, "Oh, we'll get Kara to do it." And the whole thing of the deactivation code being Mixie's spelled backwards. It just lost me there. I'm not saying this is a bad episode. It's a good episode, but I'm just saying, rethinking it, there's just some moments where I'm just like, huh? Like, Kara was able to convince Maggie to spend one Valentine's Day with her girlfriend, like Kara. How could Kara do that? That doesn't make any sense. And you know what? That also doesn't make any. And also, yeah, Wynn also has a new girlfriend. Yeah, Wynn has a girlfriend. Wynn gets a girlfriend in this episode named Lara, who named Lara. So basically, the story is that Wynn's in the alien bar where he almost starts a fight with a guy, but then with an alien, but then a girl. Sometimes at the end, I completely remember stuff. But then at the end of but then she saves Wynn, and then they go on one date, and then they make out. Wynn's got a girlfriend, everyone, and that girlfriend happens to be an alien from Starhaven. And Kara's like, and he's like, hey. And he makes a reference to how Kara, you say smell like cinnamon, but she's like, your friend must hasn't gonna Starhaven in like years because Blake basically wiped out all the cinnamon scents in the planet, and now it just smells like death. So yeah. Wow. But anyway, that was it for this video. Well, Wayne has a girlfriend. Mxy was in it. He was okay. The whole Maggie and Alex were okay. But anyway, I'll see you next time for some more Supergirl. I can't stop my fingers. I'm sorry.